Hello guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, we are going to display population density for each states on interactive map. So you will be able to see which states have high population density and which states have low population density. Okay, now let's get started. Firstly, we are going to create color map. We are going to find the minimum and maximum values of population density to ensure that the color map accurately reflects the range of data, providing a consistent and proportional representations of population densities on the map. Okay, so let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it min density. You can name it whatever you want, guys. In this case, we want to find the minimum population density. So we are going to copy and paste this, merge data population density, and we are going to add .min functions. Next, we are going to get the maximum density. So let's create another variable. I'm going to name it max density. And we are going to use .max functions. Okay, next, we are going to create the color map. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it color map. You can name it whatever you want. It is totally up to you. Make sure that you've already imported Brandka, because right now we are going to use this library. cm.linear.ylo_9 .scale. Inside these parentheses, we are going to have two things. The first one is the minimum density and the second one is the maximum density. So let's copy and paste these variables and put them inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to create a functions to apply color to each filter. I'm going to name the functions style functions. You can name it whatever you want. It is totally up to you guys. And these functions has one parameter, and that's filter. Inside these functions, we are going to create another variable. I'm going to name it density. Let's copy and paste filter. And inside this bracket, we are going to have the properties and also population density. So you can copy and paste this and put it inside the bracket. Because obviously, the color will depend on the population density. States with high population density and states with low population densities are going to have different color. Okay, next, these functions is going to return multiple things. The first one is fill color. We are going to set it to color map. So you can copy and paste this variable. And we are going to put the density inside the parentheses. We are going to set the color to black. Next, we are going to set the weight to 1. And lastly, we are going to set the fill opacity to 0.6. Okay guys, we are done with these functions. Next, we are going to visualize the population density on interactive map. We are going to create the map using volume. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it M. You can name it whatever you want, guys. Volume.map. Okay, so now let's specify the locations. Well, in this case, we are going to be displaying population density for United States. So we are going to put the US geographic coordinates. So the latitude is 37.8 and the longitude is -96. Next, we are going to set the zoom start to 4. After that, we are going to add the geodata frame to the map. So in this case, we are going to use volume.geojson functions. Inside this parenthesis, we are going to have multiple things. The first one is the merged data. So you can copy and paste this and put it inside the parenthesis. Next, we are going to have the style functions. Okay, so we are going to set it to these functions. Well, the name happens to be the same, so let's copy and paste that. Next, we are going to have tooltip. We are going to set it to GeoJSON tooltip. So we are going to utilize this model, so you can copy and paste that. Inside this parenthesis, we are going to set the fields to name and population density. Well, just a quick reminder, guys. Name is this column, that's the name of the states, and population density is this column. Okay, next, we are going to set the aliases to state and population density. So these are the labels that will be displayed on the map. Okay, next, we are going to set the localize to true. And lastly, we are going to add this to the map. Add to, and we are going to put m inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to add the color scale legend. So let's copy and paste the color map variable, and we are going to add dot caption population density. After that, we are going to add this color scale legend to the map. Dot add to. We are going to put amp inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to save the map to an HTML file. amp.save. In this case, I'm going to name it US population density.html. You can name it whatever you want, guys. It is totally up to you. And lastly, we are going to display the map. And let's compile the code. Okay, here is the output, guys. So there are a few states that have very high population density. For example, like New York. What else? Rhode Island, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Virginia, and also Florida. But vast majority of states have medium to low population density. So if you are an urban planner, this information is going to be very useful, because you know which states have high population density and which states have low population density. So you can arrange your plan accordingly. Okay guys, I think that's it. That's all you need to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.